The diary entries of a killer's victim. So, I have recently inherited some family valuables. With it came this box from a relative called Sarah, my mother's great-grandmother. For some context, I was looking through her box and found her diary from the year 1919, over 100 years ago. Of course, I started reading through it and found something truly disturbing written in it. Here are my findings.
September 1st, 1919. My name is Sarah Lawman, and I am being stalked by the Axeman of New Orleans. I am quite certain it is him who is stalking me. My family thinks I'm being paranoid, but I know that I will be dead in a few days if all continues on like this. I put down my diary and pencil to look out the window of my house. I was being watched again. I just knew it. I could feel it in my bones. He's out there, and he's coming to get me. After the letter of March 13th, I had been playing jazz music as a form of protection. It didn't seem to be working now. I have attached a copy of the official Axeman's letter to this page for my future reference.
Hell, March 13th, 1919. Esteemed mortal, they have never caught me, and they never will. They have never seen me, for I am invisible, even as the ether that surrounds your earth. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. I am what you Orleanians and your foolish police call the Axeman. When I see fit, I shall come and claim other victims. I alone know whom they shall be. I shall leave no clue except my bloody axe, besmeared with blood and brains of he whom I have sent below to keep me company. If you wish, you may tell the police to be careful not to rile me. Of course, I am a reasonable spirit. I take no offense at the way they have conducted their investigations in the past. In fact, they have been so utterly stupid as to not only amuse me, but His Satanic Majesty, Francis Joseph, etc. But tell them to beware. Let them try not to discover what I am, for it were better that they were never born than to incur the wrath of the Axeman. I don't think there is any need of such a warning, for I feel sure the police will always dodge me as they have in the past. They are wise and know how to keep away from all harm. Undoubtedly, you Orleanians think of me as a most horrible murderer, which I am, but I could be much worse if I wanted to. If I wished, I could pay a visit to your city every night. At will, I could slay thousands of your best citizens, for I am in close relationship with the Angel of Death. Now, to be exact, at 12:15 earthly time, on next Tuesday night, I am going to pass over New Orleans. In my infinite mercy, I am going to make a little proposition to you people. Here it is. I am very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in the nether regions that every person shall be spared in whose home a jazz band is in full swing at the time I have just mentioned. If everyone has a jazz band going, well then, so much the better for you people. One thing is certain, and that is that some of your people who do not jazz it out on that specific Tuesday night, if there be any, will get the axe. Well, as I am cold and crave the warmth of my native Tartarus, and it is about time I leave your earthly home, I will cease my discourse, hoping that thou wilt punish this, that it may go well with thee. I have been, am, and will be the worst spirit that ever existed, either in fact or realm of fantasy. The Axeman.
I kept another copy of it and fastened it to my wall in case I ever forget to play the jazz that this so-called demon likes. Maybe the jazz night was a huge prank made up by the Axeman, just to prove that he was powerful, that he could strike fear into the city's heart by a simple letter. I dread the sun going down, although the constant worry only makes it come quicker. I get ready for sleep to take me, and pray that tonight will not be the night that the Axeman will strike. September 2nd, 1919. Today I made the journey to town and picked up some big nails that I stuck into my door frame. This effectively stops it from being moved. On my way into town, I took my axe and dropped it far into the woods. Before leaving it, I carved SL into it. I hope all of these measures will stop the incoming attack from the Axeman, but something deep down tells me that nothing will. As I put down my diary on my bedside table and blow out the candles around me, I am again praying for another night of peace from the Axeman's terror. September 3rd, 1919. I will not live through the next 24 hours. This feeling of dread keeps striking me, and I don't know what to do about it. Should I stay here at my house and just ride this feeling out, or go and spend the night with my family across town? I am but only 19 years old. I'm not ready to die just yet. I still have my life ahead of me. September 28th, 1920. My name is Sarah Lawman, and 1 year and 25 days ago, I was a victim of the Axeman. I think. The nails are still in my door. I don't know why. The Axeman hasn't terrorized this city for about 11 months. I guess I'm just damaged from the experience. I don't remember the attack myself, but notes keep appearing. Every time I wake up each morning, a new note is in my hands, on my bedside table, or on my pillow next to me. They all say the same thing. You are a victim of the Axeman. Keep fighting. Today, when I woke up to see the almost familiar note sitting in my hands, it read something different. All it said was, "Run."
That was all the entries I could find. The rest of the diary pages were left empty. The year-long gap between the last two entries confused me a little. Now, I thought that this was quite a good read. If you know me and my family, then you'll know we play pranks on each other all the time. So, as I was about to send a text to my mom saying how good she had gotten me, I paused and instead opened up Google and typed in Sarah Lawman. And I wish I never did, because what I found was possibly more horrific than the diary entries. What loaded up on the screen was tons and tons of articles about the near murder of a girl named Sarah Lawman. I clicked on one of them, and what came up was the report she gave to the New Orleans police station.
I was writing in my diary that night, and I heard a branch outside snap. I was already quite on edge, as I had felt uneasy that whole day, so I had assumed the worst. I blew out the candle beside me and walked around my bed to try and hide from the noises I could hear. My door rattled, and all I could think was, "Oh God, he's going to break a door panel like with all of his other victims." And the door shakes some more, and I thought, maybe the nails I put in yesterday would work. Maybe he would give up and go on to his next victim. Clearly I wasn't that lucky as you're interviewing me from my hospital bed. My window then opened, and all I can remember was thinking, shit! I actually saw him land in my kitchen. All the witness accounts were somewhat correct. Tall, large, looming figure. The dark obscured all noticeable features. My hand covered my mouth in an attempt to quiet my breathing. It didn't seem like it worked, however, as I saw his head slowly turn to face me. Knowing that he had definitely seen me now, I decided to try and make a run for the door. He and his dreaded axe found me first. He swings it into my back, making my knees hit the floor. I guess this is it, I remembered thinking. He brought the axe down again. This time, it hit the side of my head, robbing my future of my past memory. Of course this would happen. He could keep on killing since I'm about to forget his face. I can't forget his face. I can't let him keep killing. I have to do something. But nothing was done, and my world went black. I woke up here a few days later, and I was told that my neighbors appeared after they heard the screaming, kicked in my door, and found my body. They took me to the hospital, and I recovered. Physically, not so much mentally.
That was the end of that article. The next one I clicked on was a missing persons report from 1920. Sarah Lawman, reported missing on September 29th, 1920. No one will tell me what happened to her. Not even my own mother. They just keep saying I'll learn soon enough, but that isn't enough for me. Maybe I'll have to start using my great-great-great-grandfather's technique once more. People still own axes, right?